U.S. President Donald Trump ran for office promising to get tough on trade with China, saying that would lead to more U.S. jobs.
You lost your manufacturing, you lost your jobs. Other than that, you're doing great, right? Right? But we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back like never before.
But a new report funded by U.S. retailers and technology companies concludes a tariff war may actually cost American jobs, and lots of them. Laura Boffman is co-author of the study.
What kind of impact will these tariffs have in the United States?
But when you drill down and look at the impacts on things like U.S. jobs, it gets to be significant. We estimated that the tariffs from the U.S. coupled with counter retaliation by China would cost up to 134,000 U.S. jobs spread out over every state in the United States.
There will be winners and losers, the report finds. If an initial round of U.S. tariffs on $50 billion worth of Chinese goods and corresponding Chinese countermeasures go through, the study finds more than 41,000 jobs would be gained, but around 175,000 will be lost. Hit particularly hard, agriculture, losing more than 67,000 jobs, construction more than 29,000 jobs, and the manufacturing sector loses nearly 11,000 jobs.
In order for there to be an uptick in manufacturing employment, manufacturers have to have profits. What squeezes profits? Higher costs, lower revenues. A trade war would increase costs and reduce revenues, squeezing profits, providing fewer resources to invest in expansions that create jobs.
With tariffs cutting into profits, companies will look for ways to save money.
And that's when they start casting about for reducing wages for workers, or maybe cutting out a 401k contribution, or in the worst case, laying somebody off.
Every state will lose jobs, but the industrial Midwest and rural farming areas will be hit particularly hard, places that helped elect Donald Trump.
Trump now has to recognize that politically he has a problem, because if we are forced to go through and impose these tariffs and the Chinese retaliate, the U.S. ag sector is going to be pummeled, U.S. manufacturers are going to be hurt, and that's really going to complicate Republican prospects in the Congress in November.
And when jobs are lost, people stop spending money on things like going out to eat. Eventually, more jobs are lost in sectors not directly impacted by the tariffs. Jim Spellman, CGTN, Washington.